Hey guys, it's Jess, and just to preface everything, if you see movement back here, I got pups hanging out with me today. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm not a happy camper right now. We're going to talk about how YouTube thinks that mental illness is not advertiser friendly, okay? So, I was on the YouTubes scrolling through my videos because I periodically like to check and see how the call center video is doing, because as of right now it's at like 600 views, and I'm kind of proud of that because that's like an accomplishment in my world, because I didn't think anybody was gonna watch my stuff or find my channel, yet here we are. Cool. So I was scrolling through and there are two videos just flooping my hair. Okay, two videos. My first two Crazy Talk vlogs that I noticed the monetization was turned off for. And I was like, excuse me, because I didn't do that. I have my vlogs monetized. There are certain things that I don't have monetized. A lot of my like personal videos that I keep to myself, I don't have monetized. Because they're just there for me to watch. So like, I'm not getting paid to watch my own videos, so that doesn't make any sense to do. But I noticed that the introduction to my journey video and the why I'm choosing medication video both had the monetization turned off, and there was a little like thing there to kind of tell me why, and it said that it violated community guidelines or something like that, and I'm like, but what one? Like, what community guideline states that you can't talk about mental illness? You can't talk about the realities of mental illness. Here's the thing. My channel was created with the intention of changing the beauty community, instead of it being very like, use my discount code, like real stuff, okay? Like products I like, products I don't like, real reviews, things like that. But it turned into story times and Crazy Talk vlogs, which I really enjoy doing. I think it's important for me to like get my information, my story, my life out there and say, this is what it's like to be a mental health patient in America. This is the reality of it. This is what I've been through, what I've experienced, the things I've tried, the things I haven't tried, things that have been suggested, things that I might in the future look into. And there's been a lot of positive feedback on things like that, but at the same time, it's been from the community, while YouTube is sitting there saying you're violating community guidelines, so we can't monetize your video, but not actually saying, hey, this is why we can't. I think it's wildly inappropriate, especially with YouTube's restricted mode and all of the stuff going on with that. I think it's wildly inappropriate what they're doing, because they're basically saying, if you are not our standard of normal, you are not worthy to have your videos listed in restricted mode, because they violate community guidelines, because you might be telling kids what it's like to be in that community. Or in my case, I can't have my videos monetized because I might be telling people what it's like to live with mental illness from the reality aspect of it and not the Hollywood aspect of it. I am so sorry that mental illness is not a sexy thing that you can just slap a label on and say, here you go. It's cute and it's dramatic and it's like romantic and stuff to be depressed and whatever. No, it's not. It's messy and gross and I hate it, okay? The reality of the thing is, yes, I live with bipolar disorder. I live with PTSD. I live with anxiety. Yes, I have been on many medications to the point that I've had 2 doctors tell me we don't know what else to do. I've had genetic testing done to see if there's any other medication out there that I would respond to. No, it didn't work, okay? It sucked. I had to sit there with a nasty swab in my face for the longest 30 seconds of my life, and I hated it so much, and it didn't even work, okay? I have had electroshock therapy suggested. I have had marijuana suggested. And thing is, I haven't found anything that works. And I think it's important for me to share my journey with people and say, yeah, I've been on like all the things, without exaggeration, all of the things, okay? And be able to say, yes, it's hard, but I'm still here and I'm still trying and I'm still doing everything I can to advocate for mental illness because nobody wants to talk about it in a real sense. People want to be like, but it's super romantic to be depressed. No, it's not, okay? It's obnoxious and it's boring and it's sad. I hate it. My boyfriend hates it. He's even told me that it's difficult for him to deal with because from an outside perspective, it's exhausting. From an inside perspective, I just want to sleep. That's all I want. Let me sleep and let me cry, and that is it. And then when I go back into remission, like, I'm good for a while, but then if I hit a mania, like, we're gonna have problems. He has never seen me manic, and I pray to God he never does. It is the worst. I should not have a bank account because of the damage I have done to my own finances via mania. It's the worst. On top of the fact that I don't sleep, I can't concentrate on anything, so I basically just can't function at all as a whole. It sucks. It's awful. There's nothing cute or romantic about it. It's a very real thing. And now there's this whole thing going around about mental illness not being accepted. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we all want to freak out when something bad happens, okay? There's a very personal thing happening in my circle of humans right now involving mental illness. There was a thing that happened, and a lot of people are saying the thing happened because the person had mental illness. That's not the case, okay? Things happen that have nothing to do with mental illness. Not every violent person has a mental illness, and not every person with a mental illness is violent, okay? I'm not a violent person. I have not, like, smacked anybody because of mental illness. I've just smacked people because they got on my nerves and I was young and dumb and whatever. The point is, I have not outwardly sought to injure somebody because of mental illness or done a stupid and then been like, it's because I'm crazy. Like, those two things don't go together. It just, why? I need a root beer or something. I'm just going through some stuff right now. I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, I'm so frustrated because it's like, I am not making YouTube videos to make money. I will never make money off of YouTube. That will probably never happen. And if it does, I'm going to be the most transparent person about it because there's nothing that tells me I can't, okay? As of right now, I can look at my AdSense and it says $1.93. That's the amount of money I have made. And the entirety of having my channel is $1.93. You have to have like $100 to cash that thing out. There's like a 0 point nothing % chance that's ever going to happen, alright? Like, for real? Probably not going to happen. But the thing is, I have the ads on my videos just in case it ever does happen. Might as well, okay? My story deserves to be told. I'm not being contacted by people like, oh, hey, do you want to come talk for our organization about the realities of living with mental illness and stuff? Like, that doesn't happen. There was the one time I was brain to face, it's not working. There was the one time that I was interviewed by the Wall Street Journal, which there's a whole thing about that thanks to PewDiePie. And there was a few times when I was in college that I was communicating with NAMI, and I've submitted articles and things like that for them to use and whatnot. I also have a Tumblr that I don't share where I write down a bunch of nonsensical stuff just to get it out there because I am very isolated in my existence and I kind of prefer it that way. But at the same time, I very much feel like I need to get my story out there. People need to know what it's like to live with mental illness. They need to know the realities of it and not what society tells us. The most realistic version that I've seen so far of how mental illness is portrayed in the movies is Silver Linings Playbook, and that was too real. Like, I almost could not finish watching that movie because I saw too much of myself in it, and I was just like, oh, wait a minute. There's also a movie called It's Kind of a Funny Story. It's about this kid who like checks himself into a mental institute, and I'm just like, I've seen a lot of that go down. It's not street jackets and hospital gowns, but it's an experience, and one for a different video. So yeah, that's my rant for today. I'm exhausted. I am not sleeping and simultaneously sleeping too much. Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm like not sleeping at night and then sleeping until like noon or later every day. And my boyfriend's son is here, and I really don't want him to see me in this state. That's not fair to him. And how do you explain that to a kid? So yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I need to do something. I don't know what. I'm gonna go figure out my life, and I don't know, go eat a sandwich or something. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!